Here in South Korea, one of the most high-tech, fast-paced countries on earth. There are robots bringing food to your table. There's technology the world hasn't seen yet. There's an education system that is one of the most intense in the world. But here's something absolutely wild about South Korea that almost nobody knows. Believe it or not, in South Korea, they learn Gemara in their schools. You heard that correctly. Korean kids study Talmud. How in the world did that happen? So back in the 1990s and early 2000s, Korean educators were fascinated by the success of the Jewish people. Here was a nation that had been through exile after exile, pogroms, Holocaust, bloodshed, torture, and yet they somehow produced the most influential, radically transformative people on earth. Nobel Prize winners, scientists, doctors, business leaders, thinkers, way out of proportion to their numbers. Modern day technology, modern day medicine, societal advances have been completely revolutionized by Jews. And the Koreans asked the same question the rest of the world has always asked. How? Why? How is it possible that people running for their lives seem to live the most fruitful lives? The Koreans were baffled. But unlike so much of history that came to the poisonous conclusion that the Jews manipulate banks or the Jews run secret conspiracies, or that the Jews have some sort of hidden bunker under a mountain somewhere where they control the world, the Koreans came to a much more honest conclusion. They said, maybe the Jewish people are more successful because their guidebook to life is wiser than any other guidebook. And get this, they reached out to a rabbi, an Orthodox rabbi who was living in Israel, and they said, we want to understand the Talmud. We want to know why the Jews are so smart, why they're so resilient. And they began translating and teaching parts of the Gemara in Korean schools. Think about how crazy that is. Almost no Korean will ever meet a Jew in their lifetime. Many of them will never know anything about us, and yet they looked at us and said, that's the truth. That's the wisdom. That's what we need to copy. And look at them now. While so much of Asia is still struggling with poverty, or basically third world countries, Korea is not just first world, they're leaders. Tech, medicine, education, in many ways, they're ahead of the rest of the world. The Torah says, Ki beirachacha mikol ha'amim, that the Jewish people will be the most blessed of all the nations. Sadly, when most people think of Jewish history, the first images that come to mind are pogroms and crusades, the Holocaust. But the truth is, for the overwhelming majority of history, the Jewish people lived lives far richer than almost anyone else on earth. We built the strongest families, we had the healthiest marriages, the most respectful and dignified ways of dealing with grief, with poverty, with death, the most compassionate ways of giving for a widow, the most loving way of guiding an orphan. When you step back and look at human life as a whole, generation after generation, the Jewish people were living better, fuller, deeper, more meaningful lives than anyone else in the world. And you want to know the secret? It's the Torah, the blueprint for life. Most nations, instead of learning from it, tried to burn it, tried to erase it, tried to kill the people who carried it. But Korea, they did the opposite. They opened it up. They studied it. They tried to bring a piece of it into their own schools. And you know what? They're reaping the benefits, because the Torah isn't just a book of religion. It's the greatest guide to life on this earth. And we should feel lucky we have exclusive rights to it. And we should feel proud that we carry its flame for the rest of the world.